Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Maze Madman. Stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the next couple seconds. Hit that like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you're aware every time I upload a video. Let's get into it. It's week 4, meaning Michigan starts the conference schedule. Jim Harbaugh is back, fighting a good fight, and Michigan takes on Rutgers. We're going to break it down, plus a score prediction, all that, and of course, I'm upset.
No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little girl, man. And I'ma tell them why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state, and of course, as always,
I'm upset. Ladies and gentlemen, finally it's here. Week 4 of the college football season. It's a big week across the college football landscape, but it's big for Michigan football because we get our coach back. Jim Harbaugh is back patrolling the sidelines this weekend, and that is a beautiful thing. Saturday to have Jim Harbaugh, the head football coach of the Michigan Wolverines, your Wolverines, my Wolverines, back on the sideline. With that said, I expect Michigan to be more attentive than they were certainly a week ago against Bowling Green, and even the previous 2 weeks against inferior competition as well in East East Carolina. It's not Eastern, it's East Carolina and UNLV. So this week, I'm expecting the P's and Q's to be on point, the T's to be crossed, the I's to be dotted. Big win for Michigan as they start conference play against that juggernaut, that 3-0 juggernaut that is the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Now, granted, I'm joking when I say that Rutgers is a juggernaut. However, they are undefeated. They have played a tougher schedule to this point than Michigan, right? They've played only, or other than Temple, they've played only Power 5 schools, beating Virginia Tech convincingly and Northwestern. I digress on Northwestern. I know what you're going to say before you say it. Even Virginia Tech, it's not like they are the Virginia Tech of the Vic days. So in fact, they're nowhere near that. They couldn't stop the run at all. They are unable to stop the run. They couldn't stop a faucet from running. That's how bad they are. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking week 4, Michigan versus Rutgers. Let's get into it. Obviously, Michigan starting quarterback JJ McCarthy would like a few of those throws from last week back, as he had his worst game probably as a Wolverine, unless you want to throw in TCU because of the importance, the weight of the game. That probably makes TCU a little worse. Although I thought he played pretty well in the TCU game outside of the turnovers. But in this one, it was just he just wasn't clicking. Even throws that weren't turnovers weren't great throws. Even throws that ended up being a touchdown wasn't a great throw. So I expect JJ to be way better this week than he was a week ago. In fact, I don't expect JJ to have a game like he had last week ever again in a Michigan uniform or any other uniform for that matter. It was that bad. But ESPN's prediction or matchup predictor gives Michigan an 84.9% chance of winning this game. It is at the big house. It will be a noon kickoff this week. So that's a little different, a little better for Michigan this week as they get the noon kickoff game. Greg Schiano, I have to give Greg Schiano some credit, Rutgers head coach. He's got those guys playing pretty good, pretty well. Greg Schiano's a decent coach. And before he left Rutgers the first time, he had those guys humming at, an elite, or let me calm down, Mitch saying elite. He had them playing good football before he left to go to the NFL, where, it didn't work out for him in Tampa Bay. He's come back They are, like I said, 3-0 to begin this young season, and they are building on it. So the keys of the game. Here are the triple M keys of the game. For both Michigan and Rutgers, the key would be to stop the run. For Michigan specifically, they need to stop the run, because if they can stop the run, then Rutgers doesn't have really a passing game to speak of. No disrespect to Gavin Wimsatt, Rutgers junior quarterback, but he's no Tom Brady. He's no J.J. McCarthy even in terms of passing the football. He is a talented young quarterback who is very dangerous when using his feet. But if Michigan can take the rush away, then the game should be pretty fundamental after that. Gavin Wimsatt, like I said, 6'3", 225-pound junior quarterback for Rutgers. He has a 117.2 rating right now. He's completing just 58% of his passes, has thrown for a little more than 400 yards. One thing I can give a positive to Wimsatt for is he has not turned the football over. He has not thrown any interceptions on the year. I think he has 3 touchdowns, maybe 4 touchdown passes on the year. In fact, I think it's 3. But again, it's about stopping the rushing attack, because he can hurt you with his feet, as he did last week against Virginia Tech. Now, as I mentioned, Virginia Tech can't stop a faucet from running, but the combination of Wimsatt and starting running back Kyle Menengai nearly rushed for 250 yards themselves against Virginia Tech. So the key for Michigan, number one key, stop the run. My second and final key of this game, really, because the third one is just a basic protect the football. I'm gonna go ahead and say that protect the football is my final key. But the second key is for Michigan to establish the run. Michigan's run offense so far hasn't been anything to write home about. Now, granted, Blake Corum has made lemonade out of lemons on a few times. And so far this year, he's averaging just a hair under 7 yards per carry, which is great. And I expect more of the same from Blake. However, they do need to establish the run and get Donovan Edwards going. Donovan has found it much more of a struggle so far this season than has Blake. So Donovan needs to get going. That Michigan O-line needs to create some holes, create some movement. Donovan is much more of a straight line runner rather. He hits the hole hard and breaks through, and then, it's cancel Christmas after that. Whereas Blake is a little more shifty and is able to create more. He's more of a playmaker than the Don. So establish the run, number 2 key for this game. And if Michigan is able to do those things, if Michigan can stop Rutgers from running and establish their own run, then I think this is, again, just fundamental. It's going to be a pretty comprehensive win for Michigan, and they should win going away. Bet the spread. Hammer the over. I think the over under is 43.5. Hammer the over. Michigan should be close to that by themselves. Throw in maybe 13 points. In fact, that's my prediction. 13 points for Rutgers. Michigan 41. 41-13 is my score prediction. Let me know in the comment section your score predictions. Let's see who's the closest to it after the game. Be sure to follow me everywhere at Maze Madman. Follow me everywhere at Maze Madman. And until next time, stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, we're about to go through.
All right, now I'ma calm down. Son. I just don't get that all that mace and that lock and all that puff. I just don't get it, son, for real.
Just calm
And how
down.
the